This is a Seagull Panda dial. This is a Seagull reverse Panda dial. This is a Panda on the dial of the Seagull rolling Panda dive watch. Today, we're looking at the Seagull Ocean Series Rolling Panda Diver. And this just might be the real Panda dial. Let's take a closer look. But before we get started, you saw the pop-up. This watch was sent to me to review by Seagull. I do not have to return it. That said, I'll still give you my honest opinion, good or bad. All right, let's dive in. Let's do a quick unboxing. Seagull gives you solid packaging here. Has an upgraded feel, to be honest with you. The watch is wrapped nicely as well. If you're not familiar with Seagull, they're actually one of the most important watch manufacturers in China. Founded in 1955 in Tianjin, Seagull produces millions of mechanical movements and is one of the largest mechanical watch manufacturers in the world. They're also well known among watch enthusiasts for movements like the ST19 chronograph, which traces its roots back to Swiss Venus chronograph designs. I had the pleasure of visiting the Seagull flagship store in Hong Kong on the Golden Mile. Here's a couple watches I looked at while I was there, and I was actually very impressed. That's the first time I've ever had one in my hand, and Seagull had contacted me previously to send me the watch, so that was already in the works. So it was a special treat to go visit that store in person. Let's go over the specifications and dimensions of the Seagull Ocean Series Rolling Panda Diver Model 1066. The case is 316L stainless steel. Case diameter is 44.5 millimeters. Case thickness is 13 millimeters. The lug to lug is 53.4 millimeters. It has a lug width of 22 millimeters. It has a synthetic sapphire crystal. Let's check the crystal. And it is sapphire. The Ocean Series Rolling Panda Diver has 100 meters of water resistance. That water resistance is helped by a screw-down crown and case back. It has a 60-click unidirectional bezel. That sounds pretty crispy and lines up perfectly. Let's take a look at the bracelet, which is also 316L stainless steel with some really high polished outer links and brushed inner links. The clasp is signed, and it does have a safety clasp as well. Unfortunately, it is not a milled clasp. It is a pressed clasp and buckle, but it does a good job and it is secure. The links are solid and they're adjustable with pins, not screws. Overall, it's a pretty solid bracelet for this price range. The 44.5 millimeter case and 53.4 millimeter lug to lug give it a bold wrist presence. But the 13 millimeter thickness helps keep it comfortable, and the bracelet balances the watch nicely. If you like a larger diver, this will work for you. Here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist. Since the lugs are curved, I think it does a pretty good job of comfort and appearance. Inside the watch is the Seagull ST25 automatic movement. This is an in-house mechanical caliber produced by Seagull and it's known for being a reliable workhorse movement. The ST25 features automatic winding and allows for manual winding as well through the crown. You get a smooth sweeping seconds hand that gives the watch a classic mechanical feel. 5 fits into the tradition of solid everyday mechanical performance. It may not be a high-end Swiss caliber, but it's a proven mechanical movement that gets the job done. Even took time to decorate that rotor. And it's even signed. Nice job. Now, let's talk about the real star of the show, the rolling Panda dial. Instead of a traditional diver aesthetic, Seagull gives us a playful Panda integrated directly onto the dial. It's fun, it's unexpected, and definitely something you don't see every day in the dive watch world. Despite the playful theme, the watch still maintains good legibility thanks to the bold hands and markers. It's a dial that adds personality while still functioning as a sports watch. And honestly, that's why a lot of people are going to be drawn to the watch in the first place. Another unique feature of the watch is the Chinese characters on the top, which simply spells Seagull. I like the dark indices with the black outline. Very bold look, and we'll check that lume shortly. Okay, here's the lume, and pretty bright. Love the fact that the Panda is loomed as well. There he is, looking pretty good. One color lume on this, looks good. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please like and subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified of future episodes. Take a look at one of the episodes up on screen, and thanks for watching.